It's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. It is Vlogmas Day 6. I am filming in a slightly different location. I thought I would be a little bit more holiday season, everything. So we're filming in front of my tree. Yes, that is a dead plant behind me. I can't keep a plant alive for the life of me, and it just kind of stayed there. If I'm a little lighter on my voice, it's because the baby is asleep and my husband is between night shifts, so he's asleep. So I'm hoping that this will not echo and be too loud. But I had originally filmed a getting ready with me on my way to work yesterday for today, and my camera fritzed. And I had to stop the video early, and I was hoping, which I did, I would get time today to do a slightly different video. So that video is gone. And I am going to do something different that I think you guys might enjoy. I haven't really done this type of video, but I'd like to start doing a series of these. So today's video is about products I adore currently. And I'm going to kind of go over in order of kind of how I get ready, or generally that order of products that I like to use pretty regularly to get ready. So today this is me on a day that I don't work. I'm not even sure I washed my face this morning, but when I do get ready and I go out into the world and I am doing my thing, these are the products I reach for. So let's start with the first product. I've mentioned this before, this is the Tarte Mermaid Skin. You can see I'm almost out of this bottle. I have a backup bottle. I love this stuff. This is hyaluronic acid with like sea algae extract and a bunch of other stuff. I use this in combination with a facial oil and a good lotion, and I have a couple of lotions I like, but this goes on, and I do my skin routine a little different than some people. I don't think there's a right or wrong. I've watched many videos on this and I've played with many techniques, but for my extremely dry skin, my best method is to wash and then to put on a facial oil, then to put on my serums. Right now I'm really only using hyaluronic acid, then to put on my lotion. So this is about $42 retail. Every time Tarte has a good sale or Sephora has a sale for 20 or 30% off, I try to stock up on this stuff. But actually, on the scale of hyaluronic acid serums, this is on the cheaper side for price. This hyaluronic is just expensive. I believe the concentration of this is pretty high. I remember reading somewhere it was like 42 or 50% or something like that. I'm probably misquoting this, but if you want to try hyaluronic acid and you can afford it, this product is magical. All right, that leads me to my second skin product, which is also painfully expensive, and I in some ways hate that I love this product, but I love this product. So I got this in my box of Style, the Rachel Zoe box. This is Kate Somerville Exfoliate Glow Moisture. Oh my god, guys, this is $65 full price. I will be buying this when I run out. It is well loved. I am halfway through it. It smells like watermelon, but it has BHA and AHA, so these are exfoliants, and then it leaves your skin this beautiful glowy feel. It's a little less moisturizing than some other moisturizers, so in the winter I'm using this a little bit less because my skin needs a little heavier product, but in the summertime this product makes my skin glowy. It smells good. Oftentimes I don't need to put anything else on my face to really make my face look good, and this has been magical. My skin has never looked better since I started using this, so worth every penny. I tell my friends all about this product. Moving on here, this is a product that when I first got it I wasn't that impressed with it, but as I've used it more I actually really like it, especially on days that I need like a little extra moisturizing where I'm creasing. This is the Pure Hydrogel Lift. This tiny little bottle, and this thing, I bought this a while back on a Pure sale so I got it like 50% off, but I think this is like a $20 item. And all it is this little stick here, and there's not a lot of product, but this stuff lasts forever. And I've been using it pretty heavily, and I'm not even like a fourth of the way down through it. So this basically is hyaluronic acid in a little stick and a moisturizing gel. And on days that I'm doing my makeup and I need a little more pick-me-up right here, or I get a little bit more creasy or lines when I'm dehydrated, this plumps me up and just feels really good and cooling and makes my stuff layer nicely. So I love this stuff. If you tend to go more barefaced most of the time, this is awesome. All right, now we're moving on into some makeup out of my skin routine. So one of the things I haven't really talked about, but I use this on a daily basis. This is the Neutrogena Skin Care Clearing Blemish Concealer in the color Buff, okay? This little wand is $7, and I bought this just because I was getting little breakouts, and I had been using my regular concealer around my nose and chin area, and what I found is I kept getting these little breakouts or blackheads. I have very dry skin, but right here and right here I tend to get my pores act up and my skin breaks out. So why I like this product, even though it's expensive for how little you get, is that it has salicylic acid, and I am not overly sensitive to salicylic acid. It does actually work nicely on my skin, and when I put this on, my pores get smaller. It prevents me from breaking out. If I'm breaking out, it dries that zit up, and it looks really nice. So I use this daily just around here and here, and it's a pretty darn good little concealer for what it is. So it does have this little like foot applicator and everything, but yes, this is pretty cool. All right, I've talked about this product a lot. This is my NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I did buy another one of these. I'm almost out of the sample size. I got this in a Sephora Play like 2-3 months ago. And this is a really great eyeshadow base. When I read the reviews on it, most people said, oh, if you have really oily eyelids, this stuff is fantastic. You don't crease. I don't crease in general. I don't have oily eyelids. I actually have the opposite effect. My eyelids are kind of like crepey, dry, and so some of the other primers I've used would make my eyelids look like tissue paper and really like creakly, and it would age me instantly. This doesn't. This is like a cream. It goes on really nicely, and my eyeshadow stays put. It looks really brilliant by the end of the day. It just like, it is beautiful. I tend to have a very good eyeshadow day with this, and it just wears beautifully. So this works well if you have dry skin as well, just FYI. All right, into more facial products that I absolutely love. I've also talked about this product. I cannot get enough of this product. This is the Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder in the 01 Sunshine. So this is their lightest color. This product's like $3. Oftentimes they have it on sale. You can even get it for less, like $2, either on the website or Ulta or wherever. And this is my go-to favorite bronzer. I do like the Physician Formula's Butter Bronzer in the summer when I'm a little bit darker, and by darker I mean not very much, but in the winter this is so beautiful. It has this like shimmer to it, and it is cool toned, so it just gives me a little bit of color and shimmer, but not like sparkle, and it just kind of brightens me up and makes me, I don't know, it's a great bronzer. So if you're super pale like I am, this is an awesome bronzer. I have tried other ones. Most of them give me orangey cast. This is one of the few that doesn't. I hope they never discontinue it. All right, here's another product that I fell in love with recently, and it is one that I got in my Ipsy bag like a month ago, and I am starting to, you can see the little tread there to get hit pan. I want to buy more of this. So this is the Space Case. It's Not Me, It's My Sign blush, and it is, when I first dipped into it, I thought it was just a regular powder and I was just using it, but it actually is like a cream, kind of like the Super Shock shadows or highlighters from ColourPop, and you can see there, but it goes on as a powder, and it is beautiful. Now, I don't wear a full face of foundation, and so for me, it looks very hydrating, but it gets a very powdered finish, and it doesn't look cakey. It just brightens me up, and it is beautiful. And then I tend to use a more liquid highlighter or a cream one some days, and this goes really well with it, but then I can layer powder on it, and it also looks beautiful. So I looked online. on their website, and these things are only like $6 for their regular sized ones. So I am so buying more of these and trying different shades when I run out of this, but it is absolutely stunningly beautiful. I cannot get enough of it. It is like the only blush I've been reaching for the last few days. All right, let's get into some palettes. I kind of grouped these by classes because I have a lot of palettes I am reaching for recently. So I have given you guys the talk about the Beauty Crop Espresso Yourself eyeshadow palette. There's a whole video, I'll link it below. I just love the colors. Some work better than others, but this is just a really beautiful, warm palette, buttery. A lot of the shades just look good. And the thing I love about this palette is the shadows stay on better than some of my high-end shadows. I don't get that like sparkly fallout, and at the end of the day my shadows are as brilliant and bright as before. It's just beautiful. Well, then Beauty Creation, which I'm gonna have to do a whole video on their eyeshadows, came out with some dupes. I mean, it is like identical dupe packaging. They had the Espresso Yourself regular palette and then the Espresso Yourself latte. Their regular palette is almost identical to this one. Obviously I did not buy it. This is like I think like a $30 palette. I got it for $7 on FabFitFun. But this palette is like normally like a $17 palette, and I got it on sale on their Black Friday sale, and I think I spent like $7 or $8. But this is their latte palette. So this is their spin on it. So they had their exact dupe and their spin on it, because Beauty Creation does their own palettes plus dupe palettes. And I just, this color story just drew me in. So this has a lot of pinks and purples. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful, and the formula reminds me identical of the original Espresso Yourself palette. So I love that they made one that was a little bit different. If you're looking for a cheap dupe of the Espresso Yourself, then Beauty Creations does a really nice job. And I bought a bunch of their palettes, so I'm going to do a whole video on just their palettes. But absolutely stunningly beautiful. Packaging is adorable. It is unfortunately kind of a ripoff of Beauty Crop, which I do love Beauty Crops. So anyway, but beautiful, 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 beautiful palette. Very happy with both of these. All right, next we get into one of my next favorite brands. It is extremely affordable, and you can buy them at Ulta or online at their site, and I just can't get enough of their stuff, and I keep buying their stuff, and I have to like rein myself in, and it is ColourPop. Their shadows are consistently beautiful. They come out with so many palettes, and like I said, I have to rein myself in, but right now these are my two favorite palettes. This one I've talked about before, I've had for a while, and it's just stunning. It's the Give It To Me Straight. I bought this on their website for a while. Ulta had it. I don't think Ulta has it anymore. This does not have a mirror. This is normally a $16 palette. I got it for like $12. It is just your beautiful, stunning, copper, pinky tone palette. My daughter went a little crazy and gouged out, unfortunately, a color that is beautiful, this up front, if you can see here. But every time I wear this palette, I get so many compliments. It wears beautifully, it looks beautiful, the colors pop, everything's creamy. Oh my God, please don't ever sell out of this palette. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And then I love that ColourPop puts the colors at least somewhere printed on here. The other palette that I've been playing with recently, this is what I did my Get Ready With Me video that flopped or that cut off, and I am loving this palette. This is the Good Sport palette. I kind of debated getting it, and I bought it on sale for $10 during one of their sales, and it is normally, again, a $16 palette, no mirror, but it is so pretty. The greens are absolutely stunning. This is like an olive forest green. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't even do it justice on here. And then this color is my absolute favorite. And again, none of the stuff online did this color any justice. And you can't see it here. This is a color called Rookie. And it has this really pretty bluish green glitter on here. Oh my gosh. I wish it showed up on the camera better. This color is absolutely stunning. My only complaint about this palette is it doesn't have a lighter good like base shade, but I dip into some other palettes. But oh, wonderful palette, one of my favorites. And I can make a look that's good for work. I wore this yesterday to work, or I can like glam it up, and I feel like it's very appropriate for this time of year. Next one is just honorable mention, and if you don't have any of these, buy these. They're constantly on sale. They have ones in their discounted part, and they have ones on Ulta, and anyway, they're not very expensive. These are normally like $5, but you can get them as cheap as $3 depending on their various sales. So these are the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. There are so many versions of them. They come out with new ones constantly. You have to get someone. This formula is just like butter. And days when I just want to put like a little bit of shimmer or something, and I just want to swipe, these are the ones. Now this one is more of a topper, which is what I've been kind of feeling lately. And you can see it's barely there, but it puts this shimmer topper. I love this one. I've been reaching for this one when I just want a like basic shimmery topper, or like a day where I just want a little sparkle. This is the Super Shock Ultra Glitter in Frog. And I got this part of a triple package where it had like a dark pink and then like a medium pink and then this topper, but beautiful. I'm sorry it doesn't show up better on the camera. All right, now one more thing that I started playing with that goes along well with this Good Sport palette, which is why I'm absolutely loving this right now. This is the Naked Cosmetics loose pigment in the color Rainforest. I don't think it's gonna pick up and rate it there for you. This is basically this coppery green color. And this looks really well by itself, or I use it as a topper over this shadow, and it is, I mean, their shadows are stunning. And they're very pricey. I want more, but I can't make myself buy it, but I would love to get more of these in like my Ipsy bags, or maybe if they go on sale. So I'm gonna put this on my hand here so you guys can see. I mean, look at that, it's got a shimmer. It is so pigmented. I had never worked with loose pigments, but I am absolutely a fan of these. I mean, they're a little messy, but that is just stunning. I use a little glitter glue and it just taps it down right. But I used it the other day without glitter glue, and actually it stayed on my eyes pretty well without a lot of fallout or a messy look by the end of the day. But if you haven't ever tried out this brand, they do a really beautiful job. All right, now we're gonna get into my expensive palettes that I absolutely freaking adore, and these are probably my two favorite palettes right now that are my pricey palettes. So I have talked about Norvina. I love this palette. I just love this palette. I can create so many looks. The only thing I don't like is this velvet. It's starting to get dirty. I wish it wasn't velvet, but it is a beautiful palette. You can see the stunning color story. Their shimmers are beautiful. I particularly love Celestial and Rose Gold. You can already see them kind of getting divots in there from using it so much. This Soul shade is just so unique. It's like a periwinkle shade, but I love this palette. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. I can make so many different looks. It blends out beautifully. Everything's creamy. I just feel beautiful when I use it. I am so happy I bought this. It is expensive. It's $42, but I adore this palette, and from my understand it's limited edition. I hope they don't get rid of it, but if you don't have this palette, please think about getting it if you can afford it. It is beautiful. The other palette is this one, which is also absolutely beautiful. This is their limited edition holiday palette, Sultry. It is another cool tone palette by them. Same formula as the Norvina palette, and it looks kind of boring here, but it is beautiful. Shimmers and just a little pop of pink and just absolutely freaking adorable. Little plug, I'm giving this away. I'm going to link the post down below. So if you have not entered, really super easy, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment on that video, and that will enter you in to get this. This entry ends on Monday the 10th. And see, it goes with the Christmas tree. All right, I've got just a few more quick products and then we'll be done. So for eyeliners, I am loving this Sephora House of Lashes. There's a trio collection you can buy. This works really well. They have put it in my waterline. It's just beautiful. Let me show you real quick. It's going with that like bronzy color with the one palette that I was showing you, or this color here. The other one that works really well, and this goes really well with my Norvina palette, this is the Tarte Crystal Ball Clay Pot Liner. And it's kind of an iridescent purple. If you can see, I stick that in my waterline. You can put that on your eye, you know, as like a topper. It's just this really pretty iridescent-y purple. I really love it. It just gives me a nice little pop when I put it on my waterline. I got this on sale. I forget how much this is. These are like $10 normally, and I got it on sale for like half off. All right, final thing is lip products. I cannot get enough of this. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Pen in 606 whatever walnut. They give these samples out like crazy, but this is just such a good neutral color. I use it on my lip a lot of time, and then I will put a topper over it. A lot of times I will put this topper over it. I don't know if I've talked about this product, but I have bought so many of these. I have like 2 or 3 of these because I go through them so quickly. This is the Coffee Glazed Winky Lux lip gloss. Oh my god, guys, this lip gloss, it smells like pralines, or I don't know, like a treat, and it has this just beautiful gloss. So on days that I want a little shimmer or I want to top a color, it's beautiful. My only complaint with this lip gloss is it does wear off really quick, even for a lip gloss. But it's smooth, it's shimmery, it's beautiful, it smells great. I cannot get enough of this stuff. I keep buying it over and over and over again. And then my final product, which I'm going to buy some more of this, I got this as a sample, and it is the Dr. Lip Miracle Balm. This stuff is amazing. It is amazing. I've had this for a couple months. I've finally used through it. I use it like 2 or 3 times a day. Super thick, just a basic balm, doesn't have a smell, but it makes my lips feel great. Some days I just put this on instead of lip gloss, and it stays on all day. So this stuff is awesome. Definitely gonna buy it. Definitely recommend it if you like a good solid balm. So that is everything of my favorites. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, spread the word. Also, please spread the word about my giveaway. I definitely want someone who loves makeup to be able to enjoy this product just like I do. And if you search, everybody just universally seems to love this palette. So I'm excited to be giving this away. And everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow on my next Vlogmas day.